and glory. Welcome to So Special because you are so special. I know that I've been switching it up a lot, just really still trying to find myself on this platform because I'm evolving, okay, and hopefully you are too. But during my time of meditation and reflection, for you as well as Aquarius. You may have Aquarius strong in your chart. You may be affiliated with an Aquarius or so forth. But it's something about upping up the ante. I don't know what that's about, where it applies, money, work, or romance, but upping up the ante. I didn't get to say that in the Star Child's reading, but it lingered. So I felt that part of that has something to do with you, if not all of it, okay? So we're going to start out with a spiritual vibe oracle message, and let's see what this cycle or this week, or I don't know if it's a happy new year report, but it's some kind of report because I was called to bring something to the table for you all, okay? So hopefully it's something you, well, there it is. Hopefully it's something you want to hear. Social media. Social media. Social media is going to be of importance right now. How long, I don't know. Let's find out the root of it. Social media. I don't know if you use social media or not. Everybody don't, believe it or not. Then there are certain social medias people do and certain social medias that they don't. Being that you are a progressive, business oriented or professional oriented type of sign. You love success, you know, you kind of, to me, you kind of run along the lines of a Capricorn, even a Virgo. And I can even see Sagittarius in this for the exploration. Maybe you need to explore certain social medias to get your ideas across, you know, because that's where people are being found now on social media. You have B as your all over internal, and you have Were, like Werther's Originals, as your underlining external root energy. So beware. See, I put it together. It's like beware, okay? Maybe some of you need to beware of what you are posting on social media or what you're doing on social media. You need to beware of what social media platforms that you utilize. This could also be dealing with like websites. Okay, exist, occur, or take place. B, exist, occur, or take place. It sounds like social media. And word means to raise, lift, or hold suspended. Proto-Indo-Euro root. Proto-Indo-Euro root, to raise or lift. Maybe these are your standards, maybe these are prices, but it also says hold suspended. So maybe something that's going to be left that way for a while, or maybe you're at a stopping point where you can't go on. Something may be at a halt, you know, just temporarily, right? Temporarily. Let's find what houses you're working out of for this cycle or this week or for this year. I'm not certain, but whatever seems to resonate with you or click with you, or you get that feeling, even if it hasn't happened, I'm sure the source will remind you of it when the time comes. It's for you, okay? Whenever you get this reading, it's for you. As you can see, there are no dates posted in the headlines. So I get a top and bottom card, source for Crown and Glory. Houses they're working out of all over internally. You're in the second house. Values, assets, and possessions. And underlining external energy is coming out of the ascendant sign of Cancer. Okay, which deals a lot with the home front. Okay, second house represents the belongings you value and the ways you generate money. It signifies how you manage daily finances and overall wealth. The zodiac sign that is placed in the second house indicates the diligent activities you do in the physical world to attract material things, including clothes, artwork, food, and any other needs and desires. It symbolizes your most adored belongings. The path is surrounded by the material items that represent your values and lifestyle. It is paved with the money you earn or inherited and the possessions you acquire as you walk through life. It sounds like like your what you wear, the cars you drive reflects what you possess or what you value most, right? This sounds a lot like you anyway, even though it's the second house, which the second house uh, chronologically is Taurus. But Leo, your second house would be, matter of fact, Cancer. No, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. I'm sorry, Virgo. Virgo would be your second house. And Virgo, like you, is really big on the beauty of things, aesthetic things, which was mentioned in the house of Aquarius. I said some of you got a strong Aquarius in your house, somewhere in your chart. Okay. So with this suspension, as well as talking about managing your daily finances and overall wealth, there may be some things you need to put at a halt. Okay, your spending habits, for some of you who are really trying to thrive in a business. I had a relative that told me some years ago she was connected to a guy. He was a barber. This was years ago. She was connected to a guy. He actually had did time. And when he got out, he knew what he wanted to do. So one of the disciplines, okay, one of the words that he implemented in his life, we talk about self-discipline, is that he wouldn't buy new clothes. If he needed anything, he went to a thrift store. He used that because he used all that other money to help build his legacy, to help build his business. So he had to put some of those things on hold. I've heard of people winning lotteries and they didn't go right out and start buying things. They held off on that. They maybe took a trip, I'm sure they took care of their daily life, but they didn't make any big decisions yet. They thought things through. Okay, so your underlining energy or events and external energy and events is coming from the sign or the ascendant of Cancer. Okay, this is like exploring or exercising or kind of living through the soul of the Cancer, Soul. Your Cancer ascendant personality is sensitive, adaptable, and observant. You are intuitive and imaginative. You easily sense the energy of people and the environment around you. You often rely on your gut instincts to guide your actions. Quiet time helps you regain focus. That may be where their word is as well. Just taking some time to just map out your thoughts, not busying yourself with doing a lot of other things or overthinking your projects. Your outward demeanor is warm, generous, and sympathetic. People enjoy sharing deep conversations with you because you give them caring attention. You like to nurture your friends and family, making sure everyone is comfortable. Your purpose is to carry on the legacy of family traditions for future generations. Did we just mention that? Something about your legacy here is very important. Let's grab you some angel numbers. Let's see what's going on. Your numerology for this moment. Top and bottom of this. Okay, so she's flipping that. We have 12. Okay. And 13. That could be an address, some streets, 12th and 13th streets. It could be $12.13. Again, suspension here, 12 with suspension. Also, there could be some betrayal involved in this number. Maybe that's why you're holding off on some things. But 13 is rather lucky, believe it or not. But it takes some type of action in order to get this luck. Not so much effort as much as an action. Okay. $1,213. I don't know. Maybe that's a refund for somebody. Okay. Maybe this is the amount of subscribers you're getting or requests. Could be mileage. Okay. 12, 13. Okay. New partnerships could be something of significance. And that suspension also could be dealing, because it equates to 7, can also be dealing with giving something a break. Like I said earlier with the suspension, is temporary, kind of like a sabbatical. Okay, so maybe some of you work really hard, you need a sabbatical, or you need to take a break from something so you can think about your next moves. Did I say something about upping up the ante? Okay, but a lot of times people don't realize probably 67% of a good business is being in your head. Because you need to think things through before you make a move. Okay, you can't just go have a business. Let's find out what should be. These are my new decks, LOM, okay? Learning or majoring. You may need to go to school for this. You may need to focus on this. You may do some research, what I'm about to pull out regarding learning or majoring in something. Maybe you're going back to school and you're going to get your master's in one of these, or it could be a trade or vocation. Who knows? But we can ready to find out 3 things, because we have different kinds of Leos here. We got the sun, moon, rising, and the cusp. Right? So, Source, give me 3 areas. There go one of them. Voice. You have voice. So some of you may be studying or, majoring in music or singing, being part of the choir. Voice lessons for you singers. I don't know, maybe you're studying somebody's voice. Maybe you're doing linguistics or something. Okay, I need 2 more, Source, top and bottom. Top and bottom, baby. Maybe for some of you as well, you need to pay attention to how you sound. As I was, got education here as well, and anatomy. So some of you may need to study the body. Maybe you're going into that practice. Who knows? But as I was about to say, something about the voice. There were times, and even now, if I feel like I'm in a funky mood and I'm leaving a message, I'll replay that message back to see how I sound, because I don't want it to come off like they're the problem. Especially when you're in business, your tone, how you sound can affect the way people reply, respond, or react to you. Okay. So your voice, I'm thinking about receptionists, maybe you're using voice or voices in social media. Now you can borrow a lot of clips and so forth, and that may be of essence, as well as education. We're talking about learning. Maybe this is the field you're going to get into in terms of the anatomy. Maybe you're just studying somebody's body that you like, that you're attracted to. I don't know. Maybe they're 12 or 13 on the Richter scale. I have no idea. We get ready to pull some cards and see if we can pull this all together. Happy New Year, honey. I don't even think I wanted to be in 2023. I was saying Happy New Year 2024. I'm skipped off. I have been a little concerned, like, hey, shit, am I getting dementia? The hell? I had to come back to the future. All over energy is the Five of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. It's the core energy or event. We have the Ten of Wands. It's your expectant energy. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Two of Cups. And we're going to discuss your conflict, inner challenge, contention versus your supportive, blessed energy in a moment. Okay? Let's see what's going on. I see heavy, a lot of building, a lot of lifting, a lot of energy, a lot of do-it-yourself projects. This is someone who also, to me, the Ten of Wands represents somebody who doesn't trust other people with the work. You know, if I want to get it done, I got to do it myself. I got to, you know, and then it could just be, maybe you don't have anybody. It's a personal burden, okay? Even if it's your job, it's just part of your job is to carry and handle and carry off a lot of materials and so forth. Now, for some of you, this could actually be a move, a real move, like you flying up out of here, okay? For others of you, it's dealing with your prosperity. You're about to prosper. You're about to be, didn't you say something about pole suspended in the air? It's kind of look like that too, okay? So some of you may be holding up some other projects until you get something else off the ground. You know, Oprah and all the greats say that in order to have success, you really need to find that one thing first. Get it off the ground, then bring all your other ideas into place. And this could be a lot of ideas, okay? Some of you, this could definitely be taking your work with you. I see some of you definitely throwing in the gloves, throwing in the towel. You ended something, either in a personal relationship as well. You got two completions here. This is like the end of the day and the end of it. So some of you just ended something. You're taking your energy. I keep getting projects. You're taking your stuff. Because for some of you, this is definitely a move, or you want to move. Even if it's social media, you want to remove maybe all of this information again into another website. That's a lot of work. It's heavy, okay? It's a lot. You know, it can wear you down. It can wear you down. You've been simmering over this for a while, you know, since this ending. You know, I guess I'm coming up out of here. I'm coming up out of here. You may be strategizing with other people as well. This person has given you some insight. Again, this may have come, you know, we call it YouTube University now. Somebody that's in your field, that's into something that you enjoy. You may be learning a lot from them on social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I don't know. Something about a tablet. So you're definitely taking it serious, taking notes. Maybe this is what is required. Okay. Some of you are able to move because you got the assistance. I don't know where you've been, what you've been going through, because this has been a harsh ending. This is like total loss, you know, or just a bad ending, you know. For some of you, it's dealing with your body. Again, anatomy. Wow, there it is, anatomy. And I definitely feel like some of you are changing careers. Okay. Now this voice, when I look at this Queen of Cups, she puts me in the mind of Virgo. And to me, Virgo women at least, they have the sweetest sounding voices. So there may be someone that has this, that gets your attention, something about their voice. You know, it's very sweet, and captivating. That's the word I'm looking for. Captivating about this person. Something about breast. Okay, I don't know if some of you are thinking about getting your breasts done, and this is why you're talking to a professional. I feel like some of you, surgery has gone bad. This could be reconstructive surgery. I'm also getting a lot of paperwork here. I'm also getting personal assistance. But you're definitely upping up the ante. I see this in this Ten of Wands. But at the same time, I feel like this is all in your mind. You're ready to take it to another level or raise the ceiling, so to speak. You got all of these other things that you got to do, but you got to think it through first. And that's part of that suspension. That's part of, you know, putting things on hold. Exist, occur, or take place, be. Okay. Because I see you're going to be like a bee. You're going to be very busy being strategic. Now, sometimes this is you having several different strategies, or you strategizing with others or another. Okay. It doesn't have to be 5 people and so forth. It just be you with a whole lot of different strategies that you have to come up after this major ending. So sometimes that is a major risk. You just like, forget it. I'm just getting ready to start fresh. That's a major risk. You know, after you spoke to somebody who has a lot of insight. This could also be a psychic as well. Okay, because she definitely has a strong third eye, but it's something about this person's voice that gets your attention. Maybe it's the way they say it, maybe it's how they sound. It could be both. Okay. Okay, for some of you, this sweet sounding assistant, if that's what it is, or I feel like it's outside of you, it has something to do with love, this was in Aquarius, a soul karmic connection that somebody is definitely trying to find some clever way, because this trying to find the what's the truth, or even to manipulate the truth. Maybe because I can understand this right here, because this is like a Shazam. This is like meeting a karmic soulmate. You had no idea you was going to meet this person. The pull, the gravity toward each other is irresistible. Okay, but it comes with problems. It comes with trouble. I see that you've been French kissing, tongue tying. You may have even shared some ideas, but it's like you have to get to the bottom of how you think about this situation. And it may be part of this move and having to get up. For some of you, this is about how y'all can strategize to partner up or become partners. I don't know if it's love and business, or it's just in a professional sense in business. But whoever it is, you have a sexual connection to this person. It's mental and emotional. It's very sensual. The loving is good. The sex is good. The sex is really good. You can't help it. You know, it's one of those, when I see you, I want to kiss you. And then maybe this person, which this feminine, is the one who ended things, because with this connection, and I'm getting seduced. But for somebody, they're trying to get to the bottom of this love connection, this karmic soul connection, this steamy connection. Somebody's trying to find out the truth or what to do. Maybe this is why you went to this psychic. You need to really know if this is a connection that you need to bother yourself with, if you need to up the ante, you know, if you need to mix and mingle to the point where you can have a partnership. Again, you hung up, okay? But there's a bit of luck in this. Because oftentimes that karmic soulmate shows up to open up your mind, to give you answers you wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. It's disruptive. Okay? It's disruptive. So somebody, they're trying to find out where you at or where you be at with this connection or with the mate. For others of you, it's got something to do with the neighborhood that you reside in or where you visited or frequent. Because there's some advice here, some type of lead. Because the Ten of Swords is a force. So I know something occurred to kind of put you in, because it's trouble here. You know, it's good. It's good, and it can be kind of messy, very intense. A lot of, like I said, a lot of clapback, a lot of it's a bit of mental confusion. Somebody's questioning themselves about this connection. One is significant to you. One is also, it's here twice, and it's 12 is one number over from 13. One is very significant, beginning, starting, leading. Now, for some of you, this is about an actual move. I feel like you got some help or some type of lead in it. And I see that you're going to be signing a contract or reaching out or even proposing your ideas. Because I kind of feel like this is work and love at the same time. It seems a little bit perplexing here. But you'll be relying on your gut feelings because you're in this ascendant of Cancer. And then I say Cancer deals with a home. It deals with the home space. I feel like for some of you, you're getting together with somebody. But I think they're quite professional, some of you. To move. Others of you, this is all of the things that you have to gather, all the things that you have to, again, move over to another building, to another site. It's some type of change here. But you're going to be quite pleased with yourself once it's done. You know, the work is hard, but there is a kind of joy that comes with it, because you know once you complete that upheaval, it's the downhill from there is relieving. Okay, it's like a payoff here. Okay, so your conflict is the sun. That could be the time of day, first shift and second shift. It could be dealing with shifts. It could be dealing with your looks. Because you know when when you building and changing and going through this Ten of Swords, you may see yourself not as attractive as you normally are because you're going through some type of change. It's also dealing with growth, okay? And that's a stressor right now. There's a contention at this time. And for some of you, a lot of people have really been trying to put you down, you know. Because somebody's trying to find out the truth. Or it may even be within yourself, like you're trying to figure out the truth about this connection, or somebody is trying to find out the truth about this connection. I do feel like somebody was in a relationship and y'all met, and that's where the confusion is coming from, because of course the other mate is pissed, okay? And I feel like you making up your mind whether or not you or they want to go forward with this connection, because it sounds like, it feels like you make a good partnership. You just got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? Using the body may be part of the course or whatever it is that you're promoting online. And you know, you have to, education is a personal thing, all right? You get your academic learnings at colleges and universities, but education is really personal. You have to get into the knowledge on your own. They don't have all day to really educate you. We just call it education. But for some of you, the contention and the challenge is when you're going to be able to lay back and be free and enjoy the fruits of your labor, because this is the fruits of your labor, okay? This is the fruits of your labor, believe it or not, okay? So I see that in your outcome, you will be reaching out. You will be partnering with someone. That's probably where the 13 is coming at, but you're hung right now, hoping to make the right decision, okay? This is in reverse. You're hoping to make the right decision, you know. Something about the crown and glory. You want to keep your crown. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose the 1,213 subscribers that you have. You know, that's a concern. You don't want to be gone too long, right? You don't want them to think that you don't exist anymore. And wouldn't you have it, your blessing or your supportive energy is Cancer energy. Okay, some of you is starting from home, working from home. Some of you, I'm hearing security. I don't know if this is an actual security person or security. This could be dealing with your stuff, like an alarm system of sorts. Maybe you have a security gate. Remember, you're in your second house. It indicates diligent activities you do in the physical world to attract material things, including clothes, artwork, food, and any other needs and desires. Okay? This move is definitely going to be a blessing for some of you. It's the right area, the right place where you can thrive. Okay? Because I know here there had to be some noise and some arguments, some disagreements, some contention with other people, meddling in your business, meddling in your love life, concern with what you're doing and how you're doing it. You know, there are people like that. They have no life, and they're going to be more concerned about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Okay? They get a little too, and that's one reason why they're in this this Ace of Swords reverse. How you doing it and why you doing it? How did you meet this person? It's conflicting here. It's like it's good, but it's uncomfortable. That's why some of you are ready to get up, because you can't focus and thrive and get to where you're trying to go to with all of this drama. Some of you, this is a vehicle, and it's stemming from your time on the job and what you do on your job. And some of you are going to be getting a vehicle here. Again, your contention could be the time of day, could be dealing with a shift, okay, first and second shift, and being able to relax, you know, and rest your mind. Did we talk about a sabbatical? Definitely. Let's go ahead and sum this up for Crown and Glory. What does this look like, dear Source? Please sum this up for Crown and Glory. Good read, I think. Good overview. I don't have a lot of time. I could give it more fuller reads if I had the time. You have the acorn. Didn't I say something about prosperity? Also, to me, this represents a university, represents Vanderbilt as well. Some of you may be going to school and back to Vanderbilt. If we talk about anatomy, maybe you attend Vanderbilt, okay? You're just trying to get your nut like a squirrel, right? Okay? Just trying to get yours. And you got to get out and gather. Got to get out and gather what you need, right? In order to get what you want. It's another sign of this acorn. Gathering your things, gathering your possessions, or preparing for a change. You know, like squirrels gather their nuts because they know winter is coming. That's a change. All right. Let's see what's going on with your spiritual vibe. Written word. After winter must come spring. You got, I don't give a fuck or rat's ass. And I don't know where that's coming from, but that seems like a bit of an attitude. Maybe I don't give a fuck or rat's ass. I'm getting up out of here. I don't give a fuck or rat's ass. I'm ready to do what I'm getting ready to do. I don't give a fuck or rat's ass. I'm just, because somebody's, either you or somebody's is trying to cause contention, trying to cause problems. I don't know. And underlining that, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and acts like a duck, it's a duck. Okay, it's something. Something's going on. Let's get your angel message. Let's get your karma first. What's your karma card for this cycle, for this year? I don't know. For this month, I have no idea. I just bring it to the stage when they tell me to, and for whom to bring it for, you know. That's why it's called so special. So anytime I put up, at this point, anytime I make a post, it's because I'm called to do it. Okay, so your karma says join a literacy program and help children and adults learn to read. That goes right with voice and education. Okay, makes sense to me. Join a literacy program and help children and adults learn to read. That's part of education, right? Okay, we just need, okay, there's your card. And it gives you the angel of compassion. You and I are one. Okay? Even if you were a group, you're the teaching students, you're one, right? When we are compassionate, we are able to understand others from deep within ourselves. This attitude brings a light that reveals truth and the love that transforms and heals. To be compassionate is to be equal, one with another as with oneself. And that reflects very well the Queen of Cups here. Compassion. Okay? Compassion. You can hear it in their voice, you know, that they care, that they're concerned, that they want you to get the answers. Or maybe this is you that you want to learn. Okay? And let's get your affirmation. Then we're going to call it quits. Affirmation for crown and glory for this moment in time. This sounds like this is going to be all year when you when you get an education. Today I am in charge. Yes, you are. You used to that, ain't you? Today I am in control of how I feel. Nobody can make me feel any other way than happy. As you know, they're trying to make you feel some type of way in here, and that means you doing something. You doing something they wish they could do. You doing something that they, just you doing things and they just lay back and upset that you are progressing. You know what I'm saying? But you can't help that. That's on them. And I'm gonna leave it here, Crown and Glory. Thank you so much for tuning into So Special, because you are so special. And I cannot wait to bring you another one. Happy New Year's. Until then, peace.